So, Karan, can you tell me the main requirements a court considers while hiring a judicial clerk, and how should one plan for this?
See, as far as the law clerk position is concerned, it actually vests the appointment actually vests within the sole discretion of the judge concerned. All right. So maybe when you go for an interview, one particular that's why it's important to know about the office in which you intend to work. If see, let's say I'll talk about my personal example. When I went to give my interview, I wasn't asked about the complex questions on arbitration law or whatever. I was asked general questions. That depends on judge to judge basis. I have a few friends in Rajasthan High Court who are working as legal researchers. I asked them as to how was your interview and what did it pan out. They said that one said that one judge asked specific sections as to what do you mean by this principle of law, what does this section, what does this order of the civil procedure code signifies. So maybe my advice is that you need to have a general understanding of the law, and the good thing by which you can gain an edge over is you can see the website of the concerned high court. You can you can see the office under which you are going to give interview. Let's say you're going to give your interview under XYZ chambers. You can see from the website of the court as to what roster that chamber is particularly handling, is presently handling. Let's say that chamber is handling matters of educational policy. So you should be aware. This is not a hard and fast rule, but it is advisable that you should be aware about what are the recent decisions, let's say in the field of educational law, and is there a recent landmark ruling of the Supreme Court or the High Court. You should also follow. I remember one law clerk of a friend of mine from Rajasthan High Court. He was telling that recently when he went to give his interview, a couple of days ago only, that particular judge had had authored a judgment on one particular issue. So he was asked actually as to what is his understanding on that principle of law. He gave his understanding, but then the judge said that I wrote this judgment. Are you aware of that? Unfortunately, he was not aware of that, but that did not prejudice his application in any manner whatsoever. But I'm just giving you a general overview as to what questions to expect in an interview. There is no fixed requirement as to what the judge sees. It basically is the discretion of the judge, and the discretion can be exercised, as I said, after the interview is conducted, on your legal skills, or let's say speaking skills or presentability skills. It's basically should be an overall package, if I can say that.
But you can do some preparation by just going to the job description in the notification, or knowing what type of matters that judge is handling.
General principles of law you should definitely know about, because you would have studied those in law schools. In addition to that, as I advised, you can see what roster is that judge particularly presently handling, and then you can sort of research upon that roster a bit. You can also get in touch with the law clerks who are presently working under that judge,
and that is a good point.
And then you can get to know more about. So if you are not able to get in touch with those law clerks, that is why I advised that you should be interning under the chamber first, because then you will have an understanding as to what your boss expects from you. Once you have an understanding as to what is the task, what will be a position which you will be pushed into, then maybe you will be able to show your skills and talents better.
Right. And you'll also build some contacts.
Yes.
You can refer to.
Yes.
Okay.